Hey y'all, what's up? Still Saturday, right? I think I took 2 naps today. It's raining, it's dreary outside. So yeah, I took a nap. I took 2 naps. Shit, I ate and went to sleep again. Yeah, I've been doing laundry all day. I just been in the house. But I'm up now. Hope I don't be up all freaking night. How y'all doing this evening? Remember that time is fluid, so when you see this message, it's when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. What's up, people? What's the energy for my collective? I hope y'all having a good day. Hope some of y'all enjoying better weather than we are here. Some of y'all went out to eat today. Went out with your girlfriends or on a date. Maybe even just your kids. But I see some, like a restaurant. Family environments. Okay. Excuse me. I don't know why I said excuse me. What's going on here, Spirit? We got direction. Okay. So some of you could be looking for direction, some guidance. Trying to figure out which direction you need to be going in. So some of you could be at a crossroads. Spirit, thank you, Spirit. Appreciate y'all. I do. And we have courage. Wow. So this is about you finding the courage to go in the direction that you're being drawn to go into. Look, Spirit said go within. Something about your sacral, your solar plexus. Your solar plexus. And that's the energy. That's what you do. You know, who you are. Your character. How you move in this world. Spirit saying go within. The answers are within you. You know, what is your body telling you? What is your intuition saying? What is your soul calling for you? I once heard that the scariest thing is the thing that you should probably do. Patience. Yeah. Patience, something's growing. Yeah, worthiness. You may not feel like you're good enough or strong enough or have the capabilities to do whatever this is, but Spirit said you do. And like people do this every day, right? You may have had setbacks. You may have had things that kept you stagnant, right? Maybe you just didn't know, because a lot of us don't. There's a lot of shit we don't know. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't taught to us. You know, there's a lot of things that you're going to have to learn and create for yourself, right? Because if the solutions, alternate solutions, options, the option could be do what's been done for generations, or to step out on faith and create your own path, right? It's scary. Will you fail? Will you have to come back with your tail, between your legs? You know what I'm saying? Will you feel like, see, that shouldn't even bother you. Yeah, there it is right there. Can you do it? Can you do this? Can you succeed? Do you have what it takes? Of course you have what it takes, and it's all a state of mind. Whatever it is you want, you're going to have to put the work in. And I feel like if you're willing to do the work, the universe, listen, gratitude, yes, your intuition, the universe is gonna open the doors, and the pathways are going to be set before you. You know, nothing happens by coincidence. You'll cross paths with everybody and everything that you need. Gratitude. I feel like you have a lot of gratitude. You're grateful. I heard gratitude is the attitude. You're very patient. I feel like you've already been courageous in your life, but this is a new seed that's being planted. This is a whole new idea. This is like a first fruit. That's what I heard. A first fruit. Because in the Bible it talks about a new generation of people believing in him and believing in Jesus, although Jesus is already gone. But having that faith, right, to believe in him and to, and to move and according, right, although you are risen from the dead. That's the first fruit. You're the first fruit of God's power after Jesus has moved on. Jesus said he was going to send back somebody. He's going to send back, what you call it? To somebody to guide you, a helper. That's what he said. A helper. So anyway, what I was saying was, those that God has raised from the dead, Jesus has raised from the dead, and raised from the dead has brought you out of dark places, addictions, life-threatening situations, DV, anything that had, because you believe in Jesus, your life has transformed. You are part of the first fruit, the first of its kind to be brought to life in the same lifetime. You understand? This isn't dying and rising in another lifetime. This is coming to life from the death that you were in this lifetime. They don't want me to get this out. Prayer, I'm telling you. Yes, sir. What's on the bottom here? Let go. Something you need to let go. Trust the universe. Or this, All right, I'm going to get some more. Let me get some more because these two was over here fighting on who I was going to use today. Yeah, I want to use these. I might use both of them. This is an oracle reading, clearly. Excuse me. We have justice and generosity. Look, another compass, direction. I'm taking that. Constellations, getting guidance, looking for guidance. Virgo energy, justice energy. Justice is giving me something being balanced out. We got 6 here. I can't see my houses. Health, yeah, that's Virgo energy. So this could be about your health, okay? This could be your mental, your spiritual, your physical health, okay? I don't know why I see east here. Northeast, southeast, east, northeast. Consequences and music. What's on his spirit? I feel like that's the biggest thing that's been on your mind. Which way do you go? Trying to go in the right direction, and also you could be fearful that you're going to make the wrong choice. That's what I'm hearing. That's what all the confusion is about. Is you feeling like you're gonna make the wrong choice, and that is because of whatever it is you're coming out of. Whatever that energy is that you're coming out of into a new cycle, whatever that cycle was that's closing. Yeah, because there's a new seed. And you had to build yourself up. God had to build you up. Right, with the courage. That comes through trials and tribulations. Or with the strength, I can't make it up. That comes through trials and tribulations, absolutely. Hercules energy. And something about your purity. Not saying, look, it's your love. You have an authentic love. You remember with Hercules, it's like it had to be somebody that was of pure spirit, right? pure soul that could take that knife, take that sword out of that rock, right? Mm-hmm. What is that? Is that a snake? Yeah, there's a snake behind about the, yeah. Temptation. You got a lot of temptation around you, but I feel like you stayed focused. You got a lot of snakes around you trying. A lot of people did not want you to be able to pull that knife out of there. So that's something in itself. You have a very special spirit, a very special soul, right? There's something about you that's very genuine, very pure, very innocent. It's the truth. It's your integrity. It was something about truth with him, wasn't it? It was something about truth. Somebody that's never lied. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. That's what it was. And it was love. Love, love, love. That's what the purest, the strongest energy of all. A pure love. That's what it was. Something like that. Something like that. Or like virgin kind of stuff. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but from school, you know, Greek mythology was one of my favorites. Delphina, so the goddess of love. Some of you could be at odds with your partner at this time. There could be a lot of emotional turbulence at this time. All right? You guys are not seeing eye to eye. Yeah, it's a lot of turbulent waters. All right, now going on with you. 29 could be significant. 92. Somebody's name could be Delphina. What's going on in spirit? Consistency. Wow. Dog, loyalty, consistency, bright star. Ooh, come on now. You stay consistent with whatever it is that you've been doing. You've been very loyal. You're loyal to source. That's confirmation for me. That's confirmation for me. Motivation. What's going on here? Consistency. You stay loyal to whatever it is you've been doing, and I feel like you're still in that energy, right? You want to stay loyal to source, and you feel like you're being led somewhere else, but you're afraid. You're afraid because there's still something you have to let go. I feel like you're afraid to let go of the familiar. I feel like it's a safety net for you. That's what I see in a safety net. What I say, fear. I can't make it up. I cannot make it up. Yep, that's what it is. That's what it is. You're afraid of consequences. You're afraid of making the wrong choice. You may have made a lot of bad choices in the past. Yeah, you might have. And this is a fear of you letting go of something. But the thing is, it's like you're the only one there. What's keeping you tied there? There's nobody else there. There's chains there. That's like the other card too, with that fear of being chained and wearing a mask. This is you keeping your eyes covered, like as if you don't want to see something. So if you're keeping your eyes closed to something, that means you're going on your imagination about what's going on around you. You don't even know that. That's not for real. You don't even know if that's true because you got your eyes closed. But your imagination is trying to is working on you. Wow. Ecstasy. This is giving me matrix energy. Coming out of an illusion. Aquarius energy. Intuition. Spirituality. New age kind of energy. Age of Aquarius. This is the coming of the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius. Look at look, creation. Look, I'm telling you, things are changing. Something about the stars, the constellations. Everything's written. Everything's in the stars. You know, life comes from is in the stars. Everything, the beginning, the ending, everything that goes on in the world is in the stars. Everything. Bright star, constellation, constellation. You got a lot of constellations out here. Okay, one more spirit. Ecstasy. I feel like some of you guys could be getting downloads at this time if you're aware of your spirituality, your intuition. What we got here? Pride. Wow. What's this pride about? Cassiopeia energy. Somebody make it be Cassie. Pride. Something about pride. You got a mirror in your hand, so this is vanity. Unwilling to let something go because what? You feel like you're on top right now where you're at. You feel secure in this position. You're getting all the attention that you want. You feel safe here. Something about pride. Pride is pride before the fall. Three and two is 5. Is change. Somebody that could be opal. All right, confidence. Why is it like this though? Confidence that you can overcome. It's like you going into the fire. You could be trying to save somebody. You see how he's in there trying to save them horses in that fire? You could be trying to save someone. Or, because it's like you go back in. You go into the fire to save, someone you love. People love their animals like they love people. Especially, those kind of animals. Well, any animal, if it's your pet, right? Yeah, so this is something that you're very passionate about. It's like, the fuck? Like, because there's nothing but a parking lot out there, that's not a street. So it's like, and kids be out there. That's why I'm like, why would anybody... What the fuck? Hold on, y'all. Acting like that out here. Hey, I'm back, y'all. My neighbors out there, I don't know why they acting crazy, but hey, what can you say? I'm sweating, y'all. I'm so hot. Oh my God. Where's my fan? Oh, where's my shit? Golly, look at this. All right, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. Give me a minute, huh? Wait a minute. Oh, man. Thank you, Father. Anyway, excuse me. So confidence and you trying to save somebody, right? You're standing in fear. You're not sure what to do, which direction to go in, right? It's like with this Hercules energy too. This is also someone that was this was somebody that was already was already brought here for this purpose. That's why he's the only one that could take it out of there, because he's serving a purpose for the Most High, right? For the universe or whatever. For his ancestors or whoever, right? What else going on here? So that's why, and I feel like that's something that you could be dealing with, collective. You could be chosen to do something, right? And you're torn between leaving what you have, what you're familiar with, your stability or your foundation. You got balance here. your foundation, right? Afraid to move away from that. Like, what's it like? And leaving other people behind, right? Will they be okay? Of course they're gonna be okay. These people came in this world without you. I'm just saying. Ooh, child. What is going on? I don't know where this come from. Got hot in here. We got balance here. Libra energy. All right. Things are being balanced out. Confidence. I'm getting the energy of people. Look, rescue. There you go. Didn't I say you think you need to rescue people? No, that's not your job. That could, something? Let me say something about that, right? Look, your ancestors are calling, baby. Signal. There's a signal going out. You need to answer the call. You need it, I heard. That could be something that you could be very proud of. You know what I mean? How you are there for others. There could be something about your pridefulness that's being reflected back at you. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so take that how it resonates. That's for whoever, for somebody. But yeah, it's like it's almost like you kind of comfortable in your position now, right? You feel like you hold some kind of power in this position. There's a position where people look up to you, where you're needed. Okay, there we go. Where you're needed. Maybe that's the identity you've been hiding in. People needing you. You've been running around trying to take care of everybody else instead of taking that leap of faith. You've been hiding it behind. I gotta take care of this person. I gotta make sure that person's okay. I can't leave them behind. I can't do this. They need me. Nah, you hiding. You hiding. It's almost as if you feel like that's your purpose. That's not your purpose. Your purpose is to help. Your purpose is to help people, but you got to move around. If that makes sense, you got to move around. You know what I'm saying? You're needed. Not just your immediate circle. There's something that you're being called to do. No, Spirit is saying you're being called to get out of that energy of staying around and staying places where people need you. You're not getting what you need. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm seeing. Dissatisfaction. You're not getting what you need. You're not in alignment. Y'all are not seeing things eye to eye. Somebody's not getting their needs met. There's something that you want, that's calling, that's a part of you that needs to be explored. And you've been hiding. You've been hiding in the helper. You've been hiding as the helper, the servant. You've been hiding as a servant. That's what you've been, to avoid stepping out there and living your life. That's what you've been doing. Ain't that right, Spirit? What we going to get to confirm this? Confirm. Oh, Lord Jesus, where we going with this? Please show me. I see. Is this the deck I seen? Sort of, kind of. I don't want to use this one. No, this one's too controversial. Too controversial. I feel like this is what we need. This is an oracle reading. We got no tarot cards out here. Look, y'all. Karmic lesson. I can't make it up. Yes, listen, chaser. It's like you're always you're never gonna. Excuse me. I'm not saying you're never gonna strike that from the record. Listen, you feel some kind of pride in always being there for others, and it's like the strength that you try to this energy of I don't need nobody. That's why ain't nobody there. You so strong. You're prideful. There it is. You're prideful. Very prideful. Karmic lesson and celebration on the bottom of that. Somebody's very prideful. You've always been in the energy of taking care of other people, but nobody's been taking care of you. You know, you stayed in your loving energy, even though you never got it back in return. Or if you did, it was far and few and far between, something like that, right? But yet and still, you stand in the energy of I'm still strong. I'm still strong, even though I ain't getting that and out of this. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. That kind of energy. That kind of energy. Not letting people see you sweat. Not letting people see that they hurt you. Taking the high road, but still staying. Knowing and feeling, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. But if I go, then everything I know, I'm leaving behind. Everything I know, what I'm familiar with. That familiar pain, that familiar rejection, that familiar abandonment. Sticking and staying, because that's a position, right? At least. That's what I'm hearing right now. Ain't no at least. No, you're not receiving anything. That's why your scales are here. Balancing things out, your heart and a feather. Confidence to go for what you want, what you love, what you're passionate about. I'm hearing you ain't got, Spirit, you ain't got to prove shit to nobody. If you feel like you got to go through the fucking fire and let people keep, what am I hearing? Moving the goalposts. That's what I'm hearing. Where my deck at? They keep moving the goalposts, right? Every time, it's like people promising, if you do this, I promise I'm going to give it to you this time. And then you do it, and then they go, but if no, one more thing, and then I'm going to give it to you, You feeling me? And you never fucking get it. And then you act like you're not really mad. You ain't really mad. You ain't really, you don't let them see you hurt, That's that frog in the hot water. That's the frog in the hot water. Where's my deck at, y'all? Where my deck at? Oh boy. Don't say nothing. That's not my deck. Don't say nothing about me not being ready. Where's my freaking deck, yo? I appreciate y'all waiting for me to get it together here. I got a lot of shit over here. Where's my deck at, y'all? I don't know what my deck is. Pause. I'll be right back. I gotta find my deck. Ooh, couldn't get back in here. I almost messed it up. This is the deck I was looking for. Yeah. Yep, that's what did I say? Oh, the frog in the hot water, right? Sticking around and acting like you could take it, right? You could take it like somebody dangling a freaking carrot, right? Like I said, they keep moving the goalposts. They ain't never gonna give it to you, baby. I'm telling you now. And you know why? It's because you keep saying, I'm okay. I'm okay with how you treat me. I can take it. I'm strong. I can take it. And then you turn around and you give them your pearls, right? What's going on here with my collective spirit? I need to know his spirit. Confirm this energy that I'm picking up, Spirit. Confirm that for me, please. What's this? We got invest. Something about investments. Planting new seeds. Look, the ride is over. It's time to get off this roller coaster, sis. Bruh. Yeah. It's time. It's time for you to feed your soul. It's not getting, your needs are not getting met here. You're a person that's very nurturing, very loving, very caring, very giving. You pour into a lot of people, but you don't have people that's pouring into you. I wasn't happy. I did it because I love them more than me. Ain't that what I just said? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that confirmation. You did it because you love them more than you. We got 2 blanks. Let's go ahead, Spirit. So that was your confirmation. Spirit said that was your confirmation. Can I get one? Anything else you want to leave for the collective? What we got here? 10-10. It's over. New spiritual awakening and change. Yes, it's time for you to go ahead now. Go after those dreams. You have talents. You have gifts. I know what I was looking for. They keep moving the goalposts. I know that's what I was looking for, but you're an original. So with you being original, there is no one like you. You know what I mean? And the fact that wherever you go, you're going to be able to invest. You're going to be able to. Are they going to be able to? That's okay. Spirit. What is the outcome of the collective taking this leap of faith? That's what I'm trying to word it right. What is the outcome of the collective taking this leap of faith, Father? Please and thank you. Be patient. What are the outcomes, Spirit? What's it? Yeah, I reset it. Ooh. We got blank, and look, y'all. You're the Empress, baby. You got all the tools you need. You've learned all the lessons you needed to learn. That's what the outcome is. You stand in your power. You are who you say you are. It's not for you to allow people to abuse it and to just keep taking from you. That's why, Spirit, remember I said to get that sword? Yes. Empress, reverse. I don't know what that's about. Ooh, family in reverse. I'm going to leave this right here. I don't want to now. I want to read. I want more. Spirit, look. Yeah, that's you, baby. Listen, you know your worth. But you've been accepting shit, just because you can, you know what I'm saying, to prove that you are who you say you are. Yeah, but you don't have to let people abuse you. You don't have to let people use you. Right? You need people that's going to appreciate you, that's going to pour back into you. And not because you need it, because you get your energy from source. So it's not because you need them to, but because it's right. You deserve that. You deserve someone to pour into you like you pour into them. You heard me? Right, collective? Right, Spirit? And guys, I am not doing personal readings at this time. Just, so you know that I haven't done personal readings in a minute, right? I don't know how long it's been. But, so If anybody reaches out to you or saying they do, I'm not doing personal readings right now. I'm doing personal life. I'm doing my own personal inventory right now. See what we got. Justice, man, listen, that's it. Spirit should leave that alone. I ain't even gonna let them see that. Justice. All right, y'all, that's your message. I hope that you got something out of it. Oh, there you go, making messes. And I hope that it was helpful. All right? I'll see y'all.